I will just this week's work. One nice thing, I shouldn't say it in the beginning, but there's no assignment to do for me in week 11. So if you go down, we're nearly at the end. I think after this week, one more week, then I'll go through your SAS with you, and then it's it. And we're here at written communication, the learning resources. And if I open that, we get to Shakespeare. We've done Shakespeare. To submit that for me. And only the work I want to do today is the basic document structure. Now, minutes of a meeting. If you read here, they say minutes doesn't have anything to do with time. That's true. Minutes is just basically entails a summary of what was discussed during a meeting. It is absolutely essential to any meeting and includes details such as the following. Now, minutes for me is done during the meeting, but before you start with the meeting, normally the minutes of the previous meeting is discussed, and sometimes people vote on it. So if we discuss in the previous meeting, let's go through these, what it should include, and I'll tell you the names of the participants. So in the previous meeting, I know these guys were here. So if there's two new guys, they don't know what's going on. The agenda of the meeting, the calendar and due dates, the actions or tasks. So if I go through the minutes of the previous meeting before my next meeting, hey guys, what did you have to do before this meeting? And that's all entailed in the minutes. The main points discussed, the decisions we made, record of the most important things, future decisions, and all the attachments. Now you'll see these are like this: before the meeting, during and after the meeting. So you need to set up minutes during a meeting. It's like literally like taking notes of a class. Now, you can't just rock up there and start taking it. Construct an outline of your minutes. You've got the agenda, so you can actually save a lot of time. Let's say, okay, we're going to discuss this. Who's the participants? I can already write that down. The general headings, so that you only take notes what discussed under that heading in the agenda. During the meeting, then your progress needs to include remarks. People say the actions, the names, who says what, do we agree? It should go hand in hand with the timeline of the person responsible. So then you're taking basically the body of what is discussed during that meeting. And after the meeting, the notes you took during the meeting, you need to construct in minutes. So a minute is just, if let's say the meeting was an hour long, the minutes should be not that long. Okay, it's got nothing to do with time, but it should be a lot shorter. Do not type it out chronologically, but rather categories. So put it in categories that you can remember. That includes a summary of every individual's responsibility. Koos, jy doen dit. Paul, jy doen dit. Maak nie saak wie doen wat nie. All those type of things. Guys, and then also after those three, it's just a summary of what you should do during a meeting. There's normally one person that's actually appointed to take the minutes of a meeting and to go over it. Right, emails. Now, we've done it in our FAS already. This will help some of you that need to do formative tasks. The FAS, normally there's two types of emails, a casual one and a formal one, and there's a couple of differences. Just go through them. Obviously now, the structure will be different. You can write an informal, casual email any way you like. You can skip and you can have photos and all, but the structure, it's definitely a salutation. Now, what is a salutation? There the word is wrong. I don't know. I'll have to go and Google this. Oh, shucks. Now I missed it. Let's quickly see if I can Google salutation quickly for us. There it is. A standard formula of words used in a letter to address the person being written to. So it's a greeting, a salute, an addressed salutation like in the army. You see it in the movie style. Okay. Where are we? Let's go back. Here we are. The language, you don't swear. You don't use the things, hey bro. You don't really show emotions. Guys, it's cold. It's straight to the point. No slang. Here you can do actually what you can use slang in normal language. The subject, detailed and professional, eye-catching and brief. Not long things. May lack some information. Okay, the salutation, addresses, group of a person directly, use structure, dear, sir, all those, hey, hi, hello, bra, all those things you can use over here. And then there's a definite introduction, body, and closing on it. You don't need to introduce yourself. This guy will probably in a casual email know who you are. and you can get to the point and do things sharp. That's all the work for today. Just go through this for me, and nothing to hand in. I'll mark all of you present for this week. It's resub week next week, so I'm not going to give you tasks. Rather, if you can already start to work on your resubs. Thanks, guys.